Big boy pants, ready? Ricky, you got your big boy pants on?
No.
Word. Let's roll.
These are slim fit pants.
Slim fit pants. You're a big guy for slim fits.
Man, we were so fired up for a second.
It's very restricting.
Big boy pants.
Slim fit. Can I get an intro song, Ricky?
Alright, good.
Alright, cut that shit. What up, fuckos? And welcome to the FB and Goop Show. I'm FB,
I'm the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goop?
The Goob is mostly fantastic. I'll be honest. It was a great weekend. We'll talk more about what I did on Sunday night, how the Packers-Niners did. Major League Baseball passed out a couple awards.
They did.
Yeah, we'll get into some of that stuff. Just curious. The Goob took a beating in fantasy this week. Just barely, but...
Just trying to get to the whole show, without talking about my fantasy week.
Yeah, I know. I brought it up early.
The only reason I say that is because I just... I was scheduled to lose. So they told me, you're going to lose.
Sure.
138 to 143 or some shit. And I said, all right, well, that's fine. And on the first play of the game, Jerry Jeudy, who is my receiver, he was injured. And
Not a great start.
not a good start. And I didn't know because I just saw 0 points for a while. And I was like, something's wrong. And we should have like a catch by now, like, something. And they were like, questionable to return.
No Jerry Jeudy.
No Jerry Jeudy. He, on the other hand, Dan, he did not put up the points I thought he was going to do with Christian McCaffrey and Kittle. So I thought a chance on Monday night. And then A.J. Brown apparently got injured.
Yeah.
so I was like, oh, man, fuck, two receivers. I mean, there was a chance when he didn't put up the points. I was like...
Yeah, normally when you do well, your receivers are sticking to two people. A la the $7 million man, or $73 million man.
Whatever Christian Kirk got me, 31 points. That's
Yeah.
what I take it. Listen, I'm going to stick with him. He hasn't left that position until this week, which is his fucking bye week. So I'm going to take my little $22 million guy and put him on the bench. And then when this week ends, I will stick him in the same spot he's been in the whole year. Because there's no reason to get rid of him. It's either 31 or 10. And your second flex, if that's Christian Kirk.
Yeah, with a double flex, why not?
With a double flex, why not? I mean, like, my guy who never leaves the flex position ever once is K-I-R-K. It's the same fucking name all the
guy.
time. It's the guy. And like I go, Jerry Jeudy, Palmer, who am I putting in the Jerry Jeudy spot? Who's going there? Pacheco, McCarter.
Yeah.
But Christian Kirk, his name, I go through all the players on the list and I go, well, if he scores 12, fine. If he scores 37, fuck hoo-hoo for me. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But your old division's just a big mess. at
My
this point.
division is the scariest division.
Charles, badass, has won how many in a row? I don't know. He started out 0-4. He's like 6-5 now. Charles is on fire. Somehow Phil is right behind you still. It's just you, Charles, and Phil.
Well,
And
only because of the greatest, whatever that was.
Yeah,
The
I'm not sure.
Puerto Rican Anthony, what is it called? The annexation of the whatever it is. It wasn't good for Money Shot. And Devontae Smith and
Talking about like the last play
of that Monday
of
night
the
game.
last game. The one that could have made someone a winner and someone a loser.
Dude, that made a lot of people losers.
Vegas and actually one of our own close buddies.
One of our own close friends, Money Shot.
Money
Sorry,
Shot.
buddy. Yeah, that Devontae Smith running 15 yards backwards and throwing a
And
fumble,
then throwing
and
it
then throwing
farther
a lateral
backwards.
to the defense to score a touchdown. That was -4.
That was rough.
That and not on the money line because I believe the Redskins covered whatever because they were winning, so that was done.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, because everybody had Philly for 12 and Redskins won by.
I would imagine. Yeah.
It was done. So, but the parlay
Just the ramifications of just
of such a well, I think the ramifications when somebody who's going to be in a position of gambling, like Devontae Smith was, to get the ball and to run backwards 15 yards and then to throw a backwards pass for a fumble in the gambling world, that's huge.
It
ran
seems
up
a bit suspicious, if you ask me.
I ran up the stairs of my house and stole the phone from my kids before my ex-wife called. Did she call yet? Nope. Give me the phone. Because I need to know what just happened on that play. And 4 points is what happened on that play in fantasy. And then I'm pretty sure in parlay it's less 15 yards. He probably was guaranteed 15 or 50. He ended up at 38, and he ran back 50. What a fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
Definitely an insane thing. It's pretty fucked up.
Is it more fucked up than our fucked up?
Well, I mean,
if you ask Craig right now,
you being 3-7,
if we call you being 3-7 is fucked up.
That's fucked up.
So great too, because you had that defense going, the Eagles defense going, and he had Grodot. And
if only Godare would have went down in the early part of the game instead of the late part of the game, it would have been
a different game.
Could
If
have
the
been.
touchdown would have went to somebody else.
I still think I've got a
Well,
solid
you lost by
3-17.
So you lost by 5. Oh, you're 3-7.
Do you think at
solid.
3-7 I can come back? I think I can. Very positive about this.
I think because your division is
be
close.
so tricky.
I think because your division is closer with the lesser teams like you. Because your division and the lesser teams are like in my division, the lesser team doesn't exist because we're all 6-5 for some odd reason.
No,
it's like
this last game was huge. Actually, he was right there. I could have tied him. Now he's 2 games up again.
yeah, that was a huge game for you.
So that was huge. Now I need a lot of help and to go on a streak.
Well, you need to start Jonathan Taylor. I think.
All right.
I think Jeff Saturday has this figured out.
Nice. That's
Matt
good.
Ryan
That's good for me. Making a
Matt
run.
Ryan. Isn't that funny?
Number 1 pick.
We said in the beginning, you're getting the number 1 pick. No, you draw from a hat.
No, Jonathan Taylor finally, my number 1 pick finally.
Oh,
Might
for
win me a
your
couple
number
games.
1 pick, yeah.
Because everyone picked him number 1.
Well, I mean, Frank Reich got fired. Jeff Saturday, out of hilariousness, got hired as the head coach. He said Matt Ryan is the starter. He just went right back to Matt Ryan. He said, well, Matt Ryan's the starter.
Yeah.
And we're just going to hand off to Jonathan Taylor. Play action, which is what we thought in the beginning when we ranked the divisions. We said,
Sure.
Matt Ryan, play action, throw to some people. Not be too highlighty, but a little highlighty. And then Jeff Saturday got in there and said, well, I think we're going to go with the FB and GOOB solution, which was Matt Ryan handing off.
Play action.
Play action.
Yeah.
Throw into whoever's wide open because everybody's wide open because everybody's playing on Jonathan Taylor. And 4 people are wide open, and I don't know. Jeff Saturday, I think, has the winning. I don't know if he wants.
I like it. Well, hopefully that helps the game.
I think he watched the show.
I think so.
I think so. I think Jeff watched the show and said, I think the fucking handoff, play action thing the FB and Goop show said probably was the idea.
Yeah.
Now your first round pick is.
Oh, and we're going to get into a lot more football.
No. That's it.
No, that's
We're
it.
done.
No. The FB and Goop show is terrible.
We're done. We're going to talk about our fantasy teams and be done for the
No
rest
one
of the
brought
time.
us Twizzlers. I don't know what's going on.
Nope, ice creams.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, we don't even like ice cream.
All right, so
We are lactose intolerant.
ready for the fucked up things of the week?
I am.
All right.
I can't wait.
So FB and Goob and the Good Time Tavern present fucked up things of the week. Honestly, not a lot of deaths this week, so sort of disappointing, but I thought most of them were pretty funny. Start with the first one. We're in India.
Okay.
We've got a drunk
We
fisherman.
usually get a death there, so.
Usually get a death
Yeah,
there.
so we're
Yeah.
starting there and no deaths.
There's a lack of ambulances in India at the scene. Anyway.
It's like ambulances in India, I think.
All right. So we had a hammered fisherman just, fishing. He,
As they do.
as they tend to do.
Drunks fish, we know.
So they found a python. Not a huge python, probably a 7-footer. And he decided to put it on as like a feather boa, doing his little funny joke stuff.
Nice. All right. Feather boa.
Yeah. No, apparently the snake did not appreciate that. So, constricted, this guy went from ha 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 to
To one death in the FB and Goop show.
No. He was
He was saved.
He was saved. His 14-year-old kid was there on the scene with his little
14-year-old
buddy.
kid saved him?
2 14-year-olds, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so good job
Good job,
to
kids.
the kids.
Keeping
But
their
I
shit
mean-
together and saving the dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if there is a PSA, it's, don't fuck with those snakes, man. All right.
No, don't pick up a snake. Just leave
Don't.
those things alone. You don't know what's going to
That's
happen.
why they're on the ground. They just want to keep going.
They just want to keep going. Slithering along, just living their life.
Right.
I don't blame them.
I do not blame it at all. Another thing I would try to stay away from, apparently, is drunk baboons.
I'd stay away from any monkey. If you've learned anything in this show, stay away from monkeys. They'll kill you or fuck you up or steal your kids or have a whole slew of people chase after them and look for them.
I've heard they drop Ukrainian, oligarchs over buildings, too.
They have killed many of Russian oligarchs. These monkeys are fucking
Supposedly.
crazy, man. So
Supposedly.
stay away from them. I think they want to be the next Planet of the Apes. I think it's starting now
Excellent.
with Russian oligarch monkeys.
Right, so this time they were just, there was a birthday brunch in South Africa.
Oh, well, that's different.
Can't even pronounce the name. Kensuhu, South Africa. And,
So-
yeah, the monkeys, they left the doors open. It was the humans' fault. And then the monkeys walked in, busted open the Hennessy and the bags of chips, and just proceeded to have a good old time. Like partying. They drank the Hennessy's. Every Hennessy glass that was full, once the baboons left, it was empty.
And none on the floor, just drank it.
Oh, they just drank it. Yeah. Some people actually say that baboons are basically humans that haven't told anyone they can speak, so they don't have to pay taxes. It's a fact.
That's insane.
It's a fact.
I can't even believe that.
No, I can't believe it either.
Yeah, I'm not believing that. I'm afraid of baboons. They scare the shit out of me. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, they have those big, bulbous areas.
Their mouths
That tend to be.
when their mouths open up completely from top to bottom.
No, not someone you want to feed.
I'm done. I just run the fuck. I would run the fuck away. I don't know what to tell anybody. I would just run the fuck away. I wouldn't even know what to say.
Right.
It would scare the shit out of me. So, if they came to my house and drank all my Hennessy, that would also scare the shit out of me.
They did. Oh, man. They got kicked out and they just drank the leftover beer from, the night before. Probably cigarette butts and all. These monkeys were just getting hammered.
That's insane.
But yeah, you're right. The teeth.
The teeth when the mouth is open and the
Very
face
scary.
and the blue and the I'm not even fucking with that thing. I
No.
don't give a shit about the bulbous thing below. Whatever the fuck that's going on. I don't care about that thing. You scary ass monkeys.
Indeed.
They're not the big scary monkeys. They're not like silverbacks or even chimpanzees with all.
No,
this.
most of their stuff they're very skinny and then
But they look
chubby down
they
below.
They look just rabid. They just look insane.
They're never happy.
They don't look happy ever.
They're always
So they're not my favorite monkey.
picking or plotting or something.
I'm more monkey in a diaper in my arm kind of monkey. Sorry.
All right, give me the little tiny guy.
Yeah, give me something that's cute and cuddly.
Yeah.
In a monkey way. I mean, no baboon.
No, I agree. And that kind of leads into the next little thing. People see poodles normally as little cute little fuzzy little balls of fun. Maybe not.
I don't know. When you look at a poodle, what do you really see? When you look at a poodle,
I mean, I know the truth. I don't want
what,
to talk about it yet. We got a whole story.
I understand that, but when you really look at a poodle, don't you look at a dog that is being forced to look like that?
Well, it depends if it has a little ball and a shaved thing. But I mean, sometimes there's little fuzzy ones that just run around.
Just
but
regular poodles.
They're still mean.
Oh, their growls are the most. They're Dobermans with fluffy balls.
Basically.
Their growls are all teeth showing. Wow, poodle.
Yeah, no, they'll rip whatever
I've
they
seen-
can rip off you.
I've seen the cute TikTok videos. Oh, look at my cute poodle, and then he goes, and then you're like, holy shit, that's a angry, ugly thing.
No, I hate poodles. And apparently there was a pack of 10 down the California coastline. And they attacked a lady and her little corgi.
10.
Like attack. Like there was bites, hospitalizations. A 10-pack. I don't know what you'd call a gang of poodles.
What was that, like Malibu?
I think it was down Redondo-ish.
Oh, Redondo Beach area.
Yeah, that area.
All right, okay. Like, where do packs of poodles grow from? I mean, I know wolves grow
Apparently
from
they-
the Alaskan mountains. Where do the wolves come from? The Alaskan mountains. Where do those fucking frightening?
They jumped
packs
out of a Tesla,
What are
all
those-
10 of them.
Where do those frightening packs of poodles come from? The Malibu mountains.
Nope.
They're just packs of rabid poodles.
They jumped
Fucking
right out of a VW
frightening
electric bus.
electric a Valkyrie, one of the ones with the fucking camper on the top, one of those, an electric version.
It was scary, apparently.
Fucking 10 rabid, scary, frightening poodles coming out of Zsa Zsa Gabor's
Right.
electric VW bus.
So there was a dog pile. There was, like I said, hospitalizations and all sorts of weird stuff. And I just like to say that people have poodles. Euthanize them.
Just kill those things.
Yep.
I mean, you want to kill the pit bulls so bad, but I've never seen a rabid pack of pit bulls kill a corgi. Never. That's not,
That corgi is still in critical condition.
really.
Scared.
He's such a little.
He's a
Stout.
hospital favorite too. Like everyone loves little service
Have you
dog.
seen a corgi?
His name's Emma. Her name.
Her name. That sounds more safe.
It's name.
But have you ever seen a corgi, little stout? And they got the little pointy ears, and
Little
they're
tiny-
so proud.
Little tiny.
You fucking animals. You fucking
Freaking poodles.
You fucking poodles. And your pointy ass up in the air tails. And your
Yeah.
shitty attitudes.
Seriously.
You know what? Not everybody has that money.
All right, so I thought that was fucked up that people keep hiding the fact that poodles are cute and cuddly.
I don't wanna I'm not suggesting more poodle violence.
No poodle violence.
And if it escalates from this point on, it's not because of the FB and Goop show. I can promise you that. But
we'll leave them alone. We also have to leave the toads alone, apparently.
oh, you know what? I'm against this.
Against licking endangered species. What's so
I'm
offensive?
against not licking endangered species. I think you should lick anything you get a possibility chance to lick. Like, what's that? No, I'll just taste it.
Well, all right.
Maybe I still have an oral fixation. You know what I mean?
That's
I just gotta
possible.
put everything in my mouth.
It is. That could be a thing.
It's like, you know,
All right, but anyway, apparently
Where's
the
that?
Sonoran Desert and stop licking my pens. And the
I don't know.
the National Park Service says
Yeah.
no more licking toads. No more licking. What are those banana things?
No, I said, can we still kiss banana slugs? Because here in the great state of California, and I don't know, maybe it's as crazy, but I'm pretty sure on my 6th grade camp out,
Anywhere near Santa Barbara, within like a 500-mile radius, banana slugs. That's a thing, right?
well, anywhere on the coastline, I think banana slugs are pretty popular in California. And I had to kiss one. Or I did it. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Did you lick it or just smooch
Just
it?
was a smoochie.
Yeah. Did you get high?
I was 10, 11.
So probably not.
Probably not.
Okay.
If I had gotten high, I would have blamed it on all the hiking.
Right. Just can't breathe.
I'm just tired. I can't breathe. We just keep hiking. And no, it was the banana slug. What? They didn't tell you that. See?
They
'Cause
did.
then I would have been addicted to banana slugs. I would have went, wow, I really felt good after the hike.
Hold on, let me just fry this bitch up.
What are you doing? I'm just trying to get high, man. I don't know what the fuck you want from me. Licking banana slugs. That's,
Yes,
you know what?
indeed.
It worked out for me in the end because it was like licking banana slugs helped me out. I'm sure.
Made us all cooler. In one
I
way
felt
or
cooler.
another.
You came from Pennsylvania. You didn't lick any bananas, like you prick.
No, we caught fireflies and then like smashed them and smeared them on our face like goddamn warriors.
I got to do that too because I snuck in a little Midwest trip through the Detroit, West Virginia life, so I got to smear lightning bugs in my face and lick banana slugs. Look at
Freaking
me.
awesome.
And look at me now.
Look at us now.
Fucking A. Don't forget those childhood memories. We did.
All right, so we made it through a lot of show. I got to tell everyone, I got to go to the game. Club level, Niners, Chargers, Sunday Night Football.
Pictures look good. I saw
Ask me
them.
some questions. Was it awesome? It was awesome.
It was probably awesome because you guys were losing, and then it was a great second half.
Well, I'll be honest. There was a few things that I enjoyed. The parking lot was amazing. There was probably 30 different DJs all over the place. People selling beers without liquor licenses. It was amazing. We could probably actually make some good money up there. Anyway.
No. No, I'm not doing that.
So everything from the parking lot
Hard
to the club level, free food, all that stuff. Thank you, Brian. Nice
Brian,
done.
shout out.
Thank you, Mom and your grandfather.
Good job today too, Brian.
Good job.
Thank you.
And yeah, no, all I cared about was the crowd. Every third down, everyone was standing up. It was the loudest I've heard that place.
Sucks for
Amazing.
me because when I go to Niner games, I like to sit down, so apparently I can't watch anything there.
So you can't see your
I
head,
can't see a damn thing. Like, why are you sitting down? Fuck the Niners.
right? Not trying to yell. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not trying to scream or cause tension.
Yeah, so crowd was great. The game, not what we thought. Offensively, of course, we were expecting more.
No, I was
Explosiveness.
expecting more too. As I watched it at home while you were there, I thought more explosiveness with McCaffrey and Debo and the whole.
Well, it's pretty obvious that they had a plan to shut down McCaffrey and kind of the outside, and we just decided that Mitchell at the end was the best
Right.
plan, and he just 5 yards, and we scored
They
just
did.
barely enough.
There was a lot of Mitchell. I played against McCaffrey this week in fantasy, so the more I saw Mitchell, the more I smiled because I thought there were still chances for me. Now I lost, Dan, but it wasn't because of McCaffrey. It wasn't because of Kittle. It wasn't because of the Niners.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. It just the whole crowd was behind the whole game. Never really nervous. I did want to say a couple things. The drops by the Chargers definitely cost them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest with that. And I don't think our center snapped the ball directly to Jimmy one time. Every second he was a split second behind because the ball was over here, or the ball was up here. And there was some issue with the snaps that kind of like drove me a little bit nuts. But Joey Bosa in the defense saved our ass.
Joey Bosa, man, the way he
Another sack, 24 hits on the year, leads the NFL.
the way he crouches down on that, the way he crouches down, the way he's in that position, like he's hidden
Oh, and the other
because he's
guys.
so low to the ground like a tiger.
Yeah.
And then just before he feels the ball's gonna get snapped, his like ass goes up in the air, and then it's like bull charge time. That dude is the best defensive end in like history of football almost. You know what I mean? The way he just approaches it. I'm not saying he's Reggie White. I'm not saying he's
He's the defensive end that is a pass rusher first, and then a run stopper second.
As somebody who goes after the quarterback, Reggie White controlled the defensive line.
The entire.
Lawrence Taylor controlled the whole defensive line. You weren't running,
Best
you weren't
sacker,
passing, you were just worrying about what that fucking dude really was going to do. Joey Bosa, this dude is
Nicky Bosa.
yeah. I mean, Nick. Sorry, there was
Gotta
no
get it right if
Bosa.
he's, gotta get it right if he's the best.
Did you see? No, I know, but did you see the mom there?
I did not. I was at the game. I was not sitting next
with
to
the
her.
split down jersey and the sad
Oh,
face
that's
because
right.
the son wasn't there. You know
The
what I
other
mean?
Bosa wasn't playing.
First time ever.
Ah, shit. Nah, I missed that.
The first time ever to
I
watch.
high-fived a lot of people. She was not one of them.
No, not one of them.
Yeah.
Well, she was there. First
Oh,
time ever to ever watch her sons play against each other, and I dropped the Chargers
Joey got
defense.
hurt.
I dropped the Chargers defense because Joey hasn't been there for 5 weeks. So I was like, well, you guys have lost.
Yeah, I thought both defenses played above their potential. You know, I mean,
Well,
we
then no.
played great. They did very well.
I thought the Niners defense played where the Niners defense is, and the Chargers defense stepped up their game.
They did.
I mean, they had 8 in the box the whole time. James was just right there in the box, and the safety, all the linebackers, the defensive. They only had three defensive linemen after all the injuries. They had 3 defensive linemen left.
It was
and then a bunch of linebackers and a bunch of safeties.
Yeah, it was very conservative by Shanahan. He didn't really go over the top to anyone.
Well, he could have because all the safeties were in the box.
Our rookie speedster is still coming back for his hamstring. Maybe that affected some things. But yeah, it was a very conservative game plan. He even kicked a field goal at the end instead of trying to go for it.
No, he did the smart thing. Take the points.
We pinned him at the one after that.
Now, once you have the points, now you have to really score a touchdown.
Yeah.
To win. It's not go get a field goal. It's not go,
90-some yards. Let's do
let's go, bitch. Now you got to get through the fucking, got to get to the goal line and Bosa. So.
Yeah. So I'm super excited that we haven't seen the best of this offense yet. We get Armstead back next week. We're going to Mexico Monday night. You guys are on a
Thursday night.
You guys are on Thursday night. We both get TV.
You know what is it's so funny? Last week, and this is so funny. Last week I said we got the Cowboys and the Eagles in that game in the middle, and that game in the middle was the Titans on Thursday night. I was like, apparently I was blocking it from my mind because I knew we were going to lose the Cowboy game, and then we were going to have to play the Titans on Thursday night, and instead, out of fucking nowhere, Jesus Christ, who is this miracle magic guy? His name's Christian Watson. And apparently, he's come to terms with the fact that he's now a pro and not some kid out of college playing out of some school where anybody can be a quarterback. And
Carson Wentz. No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Carson who? Tyler Henneke. Don't ever say Carson Wentz's name in my fucking presence again, because Tyler Henneke is better than Carson Wentz. He's 4-0 almost, without some weird loss in the middle.
I wouldn't change that.
So now that I feel that you have mentioned Carson Wentz's name and Trey Lance is the same level as Carson Wentz, we're just waiting for that debacle to happen. But it will be next year after you guys win the Super Bowl with this supercharged Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuels, Kittles, Ayuk, Jennings, Juice.
I don't know. I'm
having a hard time arguing with you now because I'm like Christian McCaffrey added to the rest of these guys. I'm having a hard time if Bosa and Warner and I'm scared.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to go to the playoffs. If I do, I want to go to San Francisco and beat you. Just saying.
I mean, I like that too. Good idea.
But Christian Watson.
No, I mean,
remember when I was bitching last week? Just don't retire. Just gel with a fucking receiver that plays for you now and win 6 games. And I'm not worried about you going 3-0 because that's ridiculous because you're playing the Cowboys this week and you're probably going to lose to them. And whatever that middle team is. Oh, by the way, it's the Titans on Thursday night. And then the Eagles the next week after that. I'm like, not even worried about you guys anymore. You're not even a part of the equation in my mind because all the good teams are winning and you
right.
Losing. Just gel with a receiver. The 3 receivers, and just don't talk and just get through the rest of this year. So we beat the Cowboys, unfucking believable. 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys haven't lost when they're winning by 2 touchdowns.
Hold on, I got that.
180?
195-0.
109. No, 109. I thought it was 180-0. My brain's melting.
Entering the fourth quarter, up by 14.
Up by 14, entering the 195-0.
So maybe you had a different stat, but yeah, 195-0.
195.
They've never lost a game.
Let me look at that. Let me look at that. Let me look at that in stat wise. 195-0. Never lost. 195-1.
So right.
And when I was bitching last week and telling you we're done.
So what's the difference? Did Watson figure it out, or did Rodgers figure it out?
No, Watson figured it out.
So Watson figured it out.
He figured out he could play. Well, Aaron Rodgers didn't figure out he could play in the NFL.
Yeah, he's 2-time MVP.
Yeah. He keeps waiting to throw the ball to your dumb ass.
Gotcha.
When are you going to get open, stupid?
So the kid figured it out.
The kid figured it out.
All right. Pick him up in fantasy?
Yeah. No.
Not in our league, but someone else's league, yeah.
Well, I can't because I have too many wins.
Can't check yet.
I can't even check it. This is the earliest we've ever done the show, apparently, because usually I either have them or not. And if I don't get them, I get to just keep Palmer against Kansas City this week. So fuck you guys.
I got 2 more questions. Who's this Rudy guy?
Rudy Ford, ladies and gentlemen. Not only Rudy.
Ricky, can we get Rudy? Ricky.
Rudy. This motherfucker with 2 interceptions. My kids were sitting in my house. My kids had to watch this game with me. First of all, I don't even know who the fuck Rudy Ford is. And Rudy Ford got 2 interceptions. And when Rudy Ford got his first interception, I thought to myself, you motherfuckers know who Rudy is, right? My kid said, Dad, I've never even heard you say Rudy. I was like, I don't even know who fucking Rudy is. So when Rudy got his second interception, I'm like losing my fucking mind. I'm like, I don't even know who this guy is, but he just became a goddamn superstar in my mind.
Playing next to Amos, or?
Savage was on the field. Where I think
Savage.
Savage, Amos. Savage has had a bad year. There's been some bad missed tackles. There's been some talks about maybe not seeing him next year. Or Rudy. You know what I mean? One of those weird things. You know what I mean? We picked up Jonathan Abrams for a reason because Darryl Savage has missed some tackles and made.
You got Abrams from the Raiders?
Yeah.
Maybe you could slap him around a little bit.
You know what? We're gonna fucking Rasul Butler this motherfucker and get some good mileage out of him. He was on all the special team plays because he played with Basacci the year before. So got that. And I don't know, man.
You still can't stop the run. I know you're excited to get a win. Stop that losing streak.
King Henry this Thursday.
You got King Henry on Thursday? No Campbell, no Gary still?
I don't know about Campbell. I know Cobb comes back this week, so that'll help Christian Watson get open on more passes.
Yeah.
I know that'll make Aaron feel more comfortable in the pocket because he knows he can go down to Cobby if he needs to.
Totally.
I'm not really comfortable with my defense against. I mean, we can't stop the run. We pulled it together, but King Henry shows up to Green Bay on Thursday night. You know what King Henry would like to put in his books? Routing at Lambeau Field.
You got any quick takes on a FanDuel lineup that day?
If I was to go on a FanDuel lineup that well, I would try to somehow get King Henry. I would maybe try to get. Well, if you're gonna, I would try to get the Watson and the Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't think you can go after Tannehill.
You know, Cobb maybe get lots of catches. You think Watson's just the guy from now on? He figured it out. That's the thing.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I seen the over the middle routes open up, and once the over the middle routes opened up, he either figured out how to get past the wide receiver screen or the cut block by the other or the tight end pushing over the linebacker or the safety's too far back. Cut now, motherfucker! Cut now, and he's ahead of you. And he's so fast. I think he's realized now, if I can get to this point, I'm faster than that guy. I saw that. So I saw the get here and cut across. These guys trailing cannot catch me. And I think Aaron Rodgers said, well, listen, if you can get to that point, here comes the ball.
So would you rather stack Rodgers and Watson or go like a Derrick Henry route? Do you think this run's going to continue?
Oh, I think this run will continue. I think the Watson run will continue at least another week.
Right.
I don't know if you want to go 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
So let's start with those guys, and if you could fit Henry in there with a couple tight ends or something, maybe.
I don't mind.
Can you go kicker Henry, Watson, Rodgers?
Okay. So here's the deal. I don't know what roster we're building, but I will take Tanyan and Robert Woods if I can get him cheap, because he hasn't put a lot out and Tannehill's back.
Correct.
So if I can get Robert Woods at 85 or 9, and I can get Tanyan at 9, and I can get, then I'll start to, because Watson's not going to have that build on the money yet. He's not in FanDuel. He's not Diggs. He's not Justin Jefferson. He had one good game. So you're still going to get him at 12 or 11.5, 12.
A partial discount.
A partial discount on him. So if you're going to take his partial discount, And I tell you, I mean, I'm saying he's going to get another week of Rodgers trusting him. And his speed and his athleticism could get him another good game before the safety really comes across the top of him.
Yeah.
Before the safety really, before they bump him off the line. Before he sees a linebacker on the crossing pattern who checks off his shoulder. You know what I mean? Just, hey, Christian. Shit, he fucking slowed me down. Because it's all about speed for him.
Oh, yeah.
There was many a times that it was all about speed. Every touchdown, when he cut across the middle for those two, he was ahead of everybody. When he went deep down the middle, or deep down that thing, he was ahead of that guy. By a lot. I mean, the ball slowed him down because the ball slows every receiver down.
Yeah, ask Justin Jefferson about separation. You get 6 yards on somebody, you can catch a lot of passes.
You can do anything you want. Justin Jefferson can have no yards, put his one hand up in here, catch the ball. I'm pretty sure when he was coming down, the other guy was holding the ball. Somehow he threw it to this fucking arm, and this arm caught it, and then they completed the catch, and they went, first down! Because that was a 4th down play, and I thought to myself, when you need to stand up, Justin Jefferson stood up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that whole game was unbelievable.
I can't even explain that game. I was so happy because I was watching that game, and the Bills were doing what the Bills were supposed to do, which was to beat the Vikings. So the Packers, when they beat the Cowboys, who hadn't played yet, but when they beat the Cowboys, I would be one game closer to the Vikings because that's what the Bills were supposed to do because they're the best team. And instead, Justin Jefferson, shoot, first down.
He cut everything. Cousins was putting everything right on the money. It was a nice little
Cousin
show.
only got like 17 points in fantasy. It's weird how Justin Jefferson looks so good, yet Cousins only got 17 points in fantasy. That play to the goal line with Jefferson, I thought that was a touchdown. Instead,
You would have thought.
Let's run the ball, and now it's 4th down, no touchdown, Bills ball.
Yeah. Bottom line, just watch that highlights of that game. That game was incredible with the fumbles.
Watch the
going
last
forward on
two-
4th down.
Watch the last minute when
4 minutes of regulation and all of overtime.
Well, watch all of overtime, but that
The
last
4 minutes.
that stop at the goal line, that fumble on the first play, I was like, touchdown Vikings. What the fuck is going on right now? And touchdown Vikings.
I mean, Josh Allen still looks good, but is he losing it? Is he going mentally insane? He keeps throwing the ball to the other team and not catching snaps and stuff.
I mean that. Asking me that is wondering, do you think that the Eagles and the turnovers they had, face mask turnover and A.J. Brown, no safety over the top of A.J. Brown. He got the ball instead because the quarterback was close enough. And
Right,
do you
rubbing
think,
the passer at the end.
right. Do you think that Devontae Smith changing all of gambling for one moment in life for a lot of people? No, I think Josh Allen's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think the loss to the Redskins by the Eagles was bad. I think that shit happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think, wow, what happened? Fumble. But he face masked me. Probably didn't see that face mask said that. No, the fumble happened so fast. Yeah. Everything went the other way.
It's so funny you even get the guy in the announcing booth who's like, oh yeah, that's totally legal, but I can't tell the refs down there that that's not cool. You know,
right? Yeah,
they can fix it for us,
the
but
fumble.
they can't fix it on the game.
Yeah, the fumble part. That's fumble.
Yep, can't review that.
Face mask. If you could just get that call, you would negate the fumble because they'd be like, face mask, defense, fumble, no, 15 yards, first down. It would be all over because that would be the first thing that don't exist. Do I worry about Josh Allen? No, I think Josh Allen has. Here's the honest truth. Do I worry about Josh Allen? Yes. In the playoffs, yeah. Because interceptions in the second half of a game count a lot.
For sure.
And Josh Allen has thrown a few interceptions in the second half of a game here in the last few weeks. 2 to the Packers and 2 to the Vikings.
Yeah.
So that's 2 to the
Patrick
Packers.
Peterson, resurgence.
2 to the Packers. Oh, man, Patrick, that one was leaving his hands, but he pointed it.
Yeah.
So when it was leaving his hands, he pointed it, so he got to suck the rest of it in because he correctly caught it. So, I mean,
Ball
hawk. Pointed it. Got it. Pshing. Oh, not that going anywhere because that's my fucking ball. So.
Yeah, so you got bummed out on that. Now, Minnesota's 8-1, 7 in a row. Packers
But you know what? I'm not bummed out anymore because now Minnesota's 8-1, moving forward as the number 1 team.
You've got 4 wins.
And now Packers can take one of those little fucking wild card spots and just move on.
Oh, yeah, so now you're just hoping for Seattle and the Niners keep losing.
I'm going to say this 1,000 times on this show. I hope we do 975
Don't go live.
episodes
Don't watch the last episode
of this shitty fucking show. I'm going to tell you that on this shitty show, I'm going to say it 1,000 times. I don't think being home field at Green Bay is an advantage. The last Super Bowl we went through Atlanta, Philadelphia, Chicago, Super Bowl champions. I don't believe going anywhere where your dick freezes off when you walk onto the field and you can't breathe is a home field advantage. I don't think it's a home field advantage. I'm going to say it all the time. I don't think it is. I tell you all the time, we're going to Green Bay for the fucking playoffs. What a miserable place to be. It'd be better to play in 2 domes and a fucking...
So you're saying you're going with wild card, but don't quit.
I'm always going...
You're
We're going for wild card now. Where else are we going? We're not going to get the Vikings. The Vikings have proven themselves that we're not going to catch them. I'm not saying they're better than us, but they've proven themselves.
Well, I mean, your whole division, they've all played each other once so far.
Yes.
Detroit and Chicago proved that they could put up points with anybody. That game was pretty unbelievable, actually.
I believe the last 2 weeks in a row, Justin Field has told you he can beat you on any given fucking Sunday.
Yeah.
I believe he has told you, I'll score 50. And if my teammates want to help, I might beat you. But you better watch the fuck out, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm Justin Fields, and here I fucking come.
Stupid Buckeye has definitely arrived.
Go Buckeyes.
You can tell when he does those little, I'll just fake to the line, and then hits those, 20-yard outs to, tight end,
To come back.
He's making professional throws, and if they don't, he just runs for 68-yard touchdowns. He's like, I'm faster than you guys, bro.
I swear, I don't know if it's true. I mean, I was with the kids, and I was watching the phone and trying to pay attention to the one game I could watch. And I swear it went, Justin Fields interception. Oh, it sucks for the Bears. And then I swear the last, 4 messages I got was, Justin Fields, 64-yard touchdown pass. And I went, oh, wow, he made up for that interception. Good for him. And then, boop, boop, boop. And then I looked at my phone again and I went, Justin Fields, 75-yard touchdown run, I said. And then the next one was a Twitter thing that came up and said, Justin Fields is putting the Bears on his back. And I was like, well, apparently 64-yard touchdown pass. And then 2.5 minutes later, a 74-yard touchdown run.
Right.
Is him putting every human being on his back and running through the world with it. Go Bears and not the Niners. You could have had him.
Could have.
You could have had that.
That's all right, I'm solid with this.
You're solid with this. Vikings, Bills, awesome. Bears, Lions, 30-31. Lions 2 in a row. Dan Campbell got a job for the next year. Good for you. You beat the Packers, beat the Bears. What do you need to do? Lions fans will blow you in the parking lot if you beat the Lions and the Packers in one.
Oh, absolutely.
You beat the Bears and the Packers in 1 year, Dan. Dan, you are saved. You can do whatever you want. NFC East, awesome.
Yeah. There was
finally a loss for the Eagles.
Couple beats, yeah. Eagles finally lost, but to someone in their own division.
But which brought them up a game.
Right.
Which makes that division pretty close. It's like my fantasy football division.
Everyone's over 500.
Everybody's over 500, ready to win.
Shouldn't happen.
No.
There's got to be a GOOB in every division. And there is none.
No, there's not one in that. 5-4 is. Thank you, Cowboys, for coming in and choking on an egg.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much that Packer win to me was.
Monster.
I told you if we were 2-1 at the end of this,
I was hoping it was last week was the defining line, but apparently it could be this week.
Yes.
Either way.
You're waiting for I can't talk anymore.
Come to Santa Clara.
Yeah.
That's what,
Yeah,
that's what I'm rooting for. Come on, guys.
You're waiting.
Come on, guys.
You're waiting for me to shut up about football for the rest of the
I
year.
mean, I only have 5 wins. You have 4 wins. So it's
I
not
know.
like I'm in a great
I was hoping
place.
you were going to lose, so we had the same wins,
Right.
and it didn't happen.
No,
like, God.
I yelled my way to victory every third down. The crowd was live.
It was a good game. I watched it.
Yeah, how we sound on the TV? Did we have a?
You guys sounded very excited.
Nice.
Wow,
Yeah.
you did. You were Niner.
We sat.
I mean,
we sat on second downs. That was it.
listen,
First down, third down. We're
I've been here too long. I've been to a lot of Niner games.
at the new stadium though.
Yeah, I've been to 3 at the new stadium now.
McPeak said his mom said it was too loud. She watched it like this.
Oh, I've been to 3 at the new stadium. I thought the new stadium was well. We went to the one together,
Preseason.
and then I went to the 2 after that. So
Right.
I thought
Real games.
real games, and I thought I went to that Packer playoff game.
Oh right.
Yeah, that's huge.
That was
Packer playoff game? No. I went to the Packer loss. The one the just ass whooping. I went to that.
I went to the one with Kaepernick, which is the old stadium, right?
The old stadium. Yeah.
That's the last playoff game I saw.
That's a good stadium. It's
It
just,
was all right.
it's just leaving it and being stuck in San Francisco for all those hours.
Oh yeah, that was pretty brutal.
It was pretty brutal. So listen, other than I'm gonna save it. Tua is the MVP.
I
When his
mean,
brain's not splattered.
Tua Mahomes, Tua
Hurts,
and
is
Mahomes.
Hurts is still involved in it, or did
Who? Jalen?
Jalen?
Oh yeah, I think he has to be.
So 3 quarterbacks. We got Tua
But who? I mean, those two are probably more impressive overall. I would say as quarterbacks.
as quarterbacks.
Right.
Miles
Jalen
Sanders,
gets the rushing yards.
rushing yards.
Bump.
He does, and
Depends on how you vote on that
I
whole
don't know.
situation.
8-1, man. It's tough to get to.
Right. Well, Mahomes is what 7-2.
Yeah.
7-3. Tua is 7-3.
Well, yeah. Tua's had the 2 brain splatter games.
Right. Tua is actually by himself is probably what 7-0.
Undefeated. He hasn't lost a game.
Yeah.
When Tua is the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, sorry, he's undefeated.
Dude, Dolphins with Tua and the old ex-Niners running backs, they got some things going on over there. Oh, yeah, and then
And
like
Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. It's unbelievable. Tyreek Hill gets like
Oh, yeah, those guys.
9 or 7, 8 catches a game for 143 yards. I don't care if he scores a touchdown. If you just get 21 points on receptions alone,
Oh, yeah.
your team's moving down the field.
He's on pace to break Calvin Johnson's Megatron record.
Especially when Waddle
Most yards in the
Waddle's right behind him.
year. Right.
It's not like the second receiver is like, I don't get many targets or catches.
No, that's Gasecki.
You know, I mean, Devontae Adams, he got 178 targets. He caught 127. And he got like 1,748 yards. And the second receiver on the team, he got 18 targets, 17 catches for 173 yards. Was he not open the other 178 times? I mean, so that's not the case here.
It is not.
Tyreek Hill is getting 7 for 143, and Jalen Waddle is getting 7 for 102 and 2 touchdowns.
They're fast. They get
They're
separation.
fuck, man. I mean, they're
apparently
killing it.
Tua is accurate. So, I got that one wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong on
Whatever.
that.
Trevor Lawrence still
Yeah,
sucks.
but he's not. I mean, he's accurate because after the point, they're so wide open.
Right.
It's just
They
like
get open, then they stop. You just throw it to them, and then they can run fast again.
just go wherever they want. They're just insane.
Yeah. The Dolphins look good. Chiefs look good in the AFC. I mean, Raiders lost to a high school coach.
You know,
We talked
I didn't
about
know if we were going to
Taylor.
mention the Raiders.
Oh, we have to mention the Raiders. Joe B didn't mention anything this week.
Here's the deal here.
I mean, they are from Vegas.
Here's the deal here. Now it's starting to get embarrassing.
And they keep not blaming McDaniels either, right?
Oh, and it's not McDaniel's fault.
It's not McDaniels' fault.
I believe the owner, white jumpsuit Trump,
Nice.
he came out this thing and said he said it's not McDaniel's fault.
Oh, no, it's not.
Nope.
Definitely the players.
And Derek Carr this week came out in tears after his loss to the Colts.
What was he
And he said, I don't fucking know what the fuck to blame. And they were like, yeah, you do. You little bitch. You just don't want to say it on live TV. So, but Devontae looks good.
Devontae looks all right.
Putting up numbers.
The Fresno State
No
combo
matter
is
no
pretty
matter
good.
where Devontae was going to go,
Putting up points.
he was going to look good.
Trade deadline pass ready?
I told you that trade would have been perfect. I think
Maybe
if the
correct.
Packers would have traded for Devontae Adams for a second-round pick and kept Quay Walker and Devontae Wyatt,
Yeah, but then Watson never would have got any passes, and we'd have never figured out what would happen next.
oh my God, this thing is going to be brilliant. I believe the child has arrived. The prodigy is here, boys and girls. It's the golden child all over.
Right, Devontae who? We don't
I
see
mean,
anymore.
Eddie Murphy is outside of Christian Watson's camp tent going, I want to see the child. And he's spinning a little thing because we have got the golden child. So, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Aaron
That's
Rodgers, yeah, no, we're fine. I seen it this week. And to think about it, now this is the cool part about it, and don't worry about it, but Christian Watson is now finally arrived, and Romeo Dobbs can't wait for Christian Watson to arrive. Because that motherfucker is...
He's born to be a number 2.
He's born to be a number 2.
Born to
He
be a
was like,
number
who's
2.
my number 1? Christian Watson? Who are you? I'm Romeo Dobbs. I get 78 catches a year for 984 yards and 13 touchdowns. Who's number 1? Christian Watson. He gets 112 catches a year for 1,522 yards and 17 touchdowns. And together, Aaron Rodgers is 42 years old, and we have 4 Super Bowls. See what I'm saying? 4 Super Bowls, 2 Stallions at receiver, and Aaron Rodgers. And guess who the backup quarterback is?
I hope it's Trey Lance.
Oh, pray to God. Jesus Lord. Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. Jordan said, you know what? 4 Super
Man, he
Bowls.
better not be my backup.
Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson. Samari Torre will still fucking be there. He'll be like, I'm the slot receiver with Romeo Dobbs and fucking Christian Watson.
He
I
will be in Canadian football. In 2
I
years.
personally get 100 catches a year. I got 742. I got 6 touchdowns, but I keep the drive alive. Samari Torre. You keep the drive alive, baby.
Samara, it's all right.
Samari Torre. That should be a fucking...
Should be something.
That should be something. Samari Torre, you keep the drive alive. I could sell that on a bumper sticker right now.
I just want hamstring Watkins on my bumper sticker.
He's gone. I don't think he plays for us anymore.
Don't worry, hamstring Watson will rear his ugly head here shortly.
You can kiss it. That's why we have Romeo Dobbs and I keep the drive alive, Samari Torre. So listen, enough NFL. We could run this shit to the ground.
Good.
Etienne sucked. You started him instead of Jonathan Taylor.
Oh man.
Fuck. What do you want to do? You want to keep doing football?
No,
Let's go to
I
college.
don't.
Let's go to college. Because you know where college was? I woke up and the fucking Buckeyes were 600 fucking miles ahead of somebody. And I woke up like before the first half ended. I woke up and was like, well, turn on the Buckeye game. 42-7. Try to find another college game that might be more exciting than watching the Buckeyes destroy somebody by...
Yes. CJ Stroud and Marvin had a day real quick.
When I turned the game on with 5 minutes left,
56-14 was the final.
fucking stupid, man. The fact that they scored 42 before I wiped the sweat on the sand out of my eyes with 5 minutes left in the second half and then only got 14 more points is embarrassing, you guys. The score should be 84-7. That's our 14. That's the way the score should be. We should be able to score 42 in the first and 42 in the second. I don't know what your problems are. I don't get it. You slow down, apparently. Stop being... That's why we're number 2. That's it.
Even Penn State gave up this week.
What, were you at what?
We were up 27.
Against who, Maryland or something?
Oh, yeah, we played Tua's little brother. Tua's little brother is not doing as well as Tua.
No, we're not going to talk about
Yeah. We're not talking about
He
that.
plays for Maryland.
Penn State
His
will be in a
brother
good ball
paid
game.
for Alabama.
Right. This guy started at Alabama, transferred to the
Transfer.
University of Maryland.
Hey, that portal will take you anywhere you want to go.
Seriously.
Doesn't mean you're going to go anywhere good.
You can try again next year. Go somewhere else.
Fuck yeah, just try again next year. Just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hey, the schools with money eventually, though. I think the portal's cool right now, but I think once all this money and all these things just get settled and everybody's comfortable with just giving people money wherever, I think the portal will disappear because I think the money will just take the players right away. I think that'll all disappear. I think the portal will be, we talk about it and people will want to transfer, but look, well, we've already got the 16 best players. We've already given them $1 million a year. Right. So I know we talk about it now, and the portal is huge right now. The kid from the Pitt kid went to USC, so the number one receiver in football went to USC, and that was a transfer money deal.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
you make more money in LA than Pittsburgh.
But we're stealing players now. Eventually, we don't have to steal. We're just gonna pay them to show up. That's what's gonna happen. It's not gonna fucking matter anymore. There's not gonna be a fucking portal anymore. We're gonna take the 75 best players, give them each $1 million. Each player is gonna get their teams. The best teams will get the best teams. And when the portal opens up, it's only because one slipped through the fucking cracks. And we didn't pay him the money in the beginning. Or he showed up later. A defensive end that wasn't ready. A linebacker that wasn't ready. Yeah. But these superstars. Well, Ohio State's going to own every receiver. We're just going to get 15 car dealerships to only sell cars to pay for wide receivers that come to Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing that everywhere. College basketball especially.
Oh, we're starting to see that everywhere.
Right. I mean, I don't know if we want to jump
the alumni. I don't want to do that yet. I got off on a little bit of a tangent because we went to college, and that is coming.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. That's you heard it here first, or at least before the major, ESPNs or Fox of the world reported to you.
When the crisis happens, you'll know that the money has changed. There's no more portal. The portal will be smaller than you think. It'll be a smaller time. We won't talk about it. We talked about it a lot, and all these teams and these kids transform. But and 4 years from now,
eventually we're gonna have to bring like child labor laws back involved because we're gonna start paying kids at
in college basketball. 18. You're gonna have to get child labor law.
You know what I mean? So when do we have to move 18 to 16? Now it's a whole another issue.
I think college basketball should do this. Go back to this, or no, I think the pros should do this. Go back to letting the 18-year-olds go play basketball. They're better if 18-year-olds are better starting off going into the pros if they're the best. Because they can adjust to the pro game and not this stupid college pass game, but the I'm the superstar go game.
You're allowed now.
No.
You do the G League stuff. I'm just saying.
I just think they just go 18 and go. I like the Kobe Bryants and the Kevin Garnetts. The LeBron Jameses.
The Scoot Hendersons.
We'll
get to him.
No, just listen. The Scoot Hendersons, if they don't make it, they don't make it. But the 18-year-old greats that make it, we have idolized. Other than Jordan.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know. I just, the money thing and me and the college thing, I'm not in agreement with it. I think the better schools will eventually somehow figure out a way to prevail. Really prevail.
Like the computers and the robots.
I think it'll be unfair eventually. I don't think that Iowa will ever win a championship again. Illinois will ever win a championship again. I just don't.
Gotta have faith. They're in big conferences. They can still pull something out.
That's why I'm saying it, because the big conferences with the money.
Oh, yeah. How much can you offer me? Iowa says $3. Penn
$3.
State says $12.
Ohio State, $1 million. Michigan, $1 million. I don't even know if Michigan can compete eventually. Michigan might be in a bad place eventually. You know what I mean?
That is going to be interesting, the Ohio State-Michigan loser. If Ohio State loses, they probably stay in the top 4, you think? If Michigan loses, they haven't beaten anybody except for Penn State. That's pretty tricky. I don't know. My Horned Frogs are in it. That's all I care about.
I have seen a lot of things that say if Ohio State... There is a possibility to get Tennessee.
3 SEC teams then?
No. I've seen a couple possibilities where you have Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan. I've seen it.
Okay, I can see it happening, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. And that one actually in the end made the most sense to me because I thought that might be the most 4 powerhouse teams in the division. But there was losses here and there and weird things. And then in the end, the best 4 teams were Tennessee, Georgia, Michigan, and Ohio State.
And unfortunately, that's what you want, even though I want Horned Frogs.
I know you want
Horned Frogs, baby.
But I could see.
There's a definite path.
There's a definite path with that happening.
Alabama didn't make championship game.
That's why that's a big deal. Since they didn't make it, now you can split the two and find the best 4 teams and not have to put them in. You don't have to put Alabama in.
All right, and unfortunately for me, Clemson lost that game, so now if Carolina beats Clemson, it's still not enough.
It's not so big
it's still
anymore.
not enough. So Carolina can still run the route. We still probably won't make the thing.
You won't make it.
So, yeah, that was a bummer, I thought, for a Carolina fan.
Damn you, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, I don't know what they're doing. They beat you guys. Or wait, no. What happened?
Nobody's beat us.
They lost to Navy, right?
No, did they lose to Navy?
Oh, they didn't cover the spread.
They didn't cover the spread. They beat. I was like, they didn't lose to Navy. I think there was some cool shit.
Why? Why damn Notre Dame? What happened? Oh, they lost too many
those
games.
3 games in the beginning.
They lost too many names.
They just lost in the beginning. They just showed up in the beginning and lost 3 fucking games. Now they don't care. They just if they beat somebody who matters, you've ruined the season. You dip ass shit. Bitches. What are you doing? You beat who? Clemson? Why? Now Clemson can't lose to North Carolina. No, it's not exciting in the ACC
because Catholics are afraid of COVID.
Fuck the Catholics and COVID.
No.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to shout out Vanderbilt real quick, who had lost 26 straight SEC games. And they beat Kentucky at Kentucky.
I saw. I was so stupid. I was like, oh, Kentucky.
26 in a row is a lot of conference games.
Yeah, but when Kentucky lost them, I was like, well, that's pretty pathetic.
I was looking, I was like, who'd they lose to? I'm like, Kentucky. I was like, ha. It's kind of funny.
Because we had that Kentucky still in this thing.
Right there.
Discussion here.
Early run.
They had an early run. What obviously Notre Dame did not do to be a part of this conversation except for ruining the hopes and dreams of all the fucking North Carolina fans by beating Clemson.
Yeah.
That's a bitch. Sons of bitches.
Quick West Coast update. Oregon and UCLA lost. USC's your only hope.
That's it.
Good luck.
Well, USC's in the fucking big fucking 10 now.
Well, not yet.
Right, but I mean, don't get excited. Don't hope on a team going to the better conference. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Like
what? They left.
I fucking care. I want to play
give
USC in the
a
Big
fuck
Ten.
about those guys. USC, yeah, we're big back West.
Bring them
10.
to the Big Ten.
Fuck it, I can't wait to bring them to the Big Ten. We're gonna run the fuck over them like we did Oregon in the championship, and just. Do you have big offensive linemen, big strong linebackers? You know what I liked about? That's what I tell you is my favorite thing. I think Penn State's in the same place. So I watched Ohio State do their thing, you know. And both linebackers, it was like looking at Chris Spielman and AJ Hawk. It was like looking.
They're so slow, but somehow
they're just like 2 fucking white guys playing linebacker. I was dying. I was like, oh my God.
Not worried about him.
Yeah, you should, Sawyer. You should worry about. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was Big Ten football.
Nice.
It was, who are the linebackers? Those 2 fucking white guys right there. No shit. This is 1980, 1990.
I wonder if they know the play before I do.
Damn right they do.
Damn right
That's
they
how AJ Hawk got a job, because he's a big steel-headed fucking smart guy who plays football. That's how Chris Spielman is a fucking guy who ran the Detroit Lions. These guys are fucking... And when I saw that, I was like, man, that's a cool-ass thing. Look at these fucking 2 linebackers. This is the 80s all over again for me. This really is.
Excellent.
Go fucking Ohio State Buckeyes. College basketball?
I feel like it's officially on. We had our first, top 10 matchups.
Well, we had the tournaments and the bullshit. We had the cruise ship championship between Gonzaga and whoever the fuck. Michigan State or some shit. Gonzaga won. And, yeah, it's on. We're done. We're ready. We're in.
Yeah, we had our Veterans Day party with Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan State.
We did it.
And we got Kentucky their first loss. I definitely
want to
say
that was tonight. By the way, if anybody who's watching college basketball tonight, Kentucky lost to Michigan State, and we're winning just before we went to overtime.
That's what happens when you
lost in second overtime. So I just God damn it.
Yeah, Player of the Year candidate Shibway
fouled out.
He fouled out. He was amazing. 22 and 18.
He's a player. He's
defending.
He's the guy.
He's
the defending guy. He's the
player
guy.
of the year.
Stayed. Or no, stay. Could he stay? He could have left, right?
I'm not sure. I think he could have, yes.
Well, he was a sophomore last year.
Yeah, no, I think he could have left.
Sophomore last year, he could have left. This kid could have left out of Kentucky. I don't know if it's a COVID or all the bullshit or.
Well, after freshman year, you can just go these days, right?
Yeah, after freshman year,
One and done. That's
one
the
and
one
done.
and
One and
done.
done. No, I think this.
I
kid,
think he's 2 and back.
No, this kid stayed.
Right. So
Fouled out. We lost.
Michigan State was too athletic for you guys.
Michigan State played Gonzaga on a battleship really well. I watched the game.
Oh, that's where the loss came from? Was from Gonzaga.
Gonzaga on the battleship.
Nice. Okay.
So it was a very well played game. It was 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So they playing against Gonzaga. We probably played against Chippewa fucking State in our first game.
We had Gardner Webb last
Gardner Webb. So you played Gardner Webb. So we probably played Chippewa State right to Michigan State, who lost on a battleship against Gonzaga. I mean, who's more fucking pumped up to win a game? I'm fucking pumped. I lost the game on a battleship with a bunch of Marines screaming my name. They were talking about, you know how I know it was Michigan State who lost that game? Because when they lost that game against Gonzaga, they went to the old one where Michigan State won the game with your boy from the fucking Warriors and Obama on the cruise ship.
Curry Davidson?
No,
Anyway.
Draymond Green from Michigan State played for fucking on the Courier,
Nice.
and Barack Obama was on the Courier, and Draymond took off his jersey, and then he made the rest of the team take off their jerseys, and then he made the rest of the team, I don't know if it was at gunpoint or something.
People.
No, he just made them give them to like 10 guys who were military guys or 12 guys, Draymond.
Nice.
Sucky for Kentucky coming out. You know, it's tough to play against that.
Well, luckily with the hoops, we have it's not
Long
the same.
way,
It's not the same as football. You can have
You can't
10 losses by the time you get to the tournament and still be fine.
and win the tournament.
And
Look at Townsend. They're 54th best. They're probably going to have like 7 or
3-0,
8 of those.
baby.
They're probably going to have 7 or 8 of those losses and still get to the tournament.
We might only have like 3 losses, but we'll probably get crushed. by
Oh, yeah.
whoever
You're
we
going
play.
to, for Townsend to get to the playoffs.
Our biggest games are at Clemson in 3 weeks, and then against Navy, and then it's just a bunch of teams we should beat.
As I've seen through the football year, Clemson and Navy, big fucking disappointments.
Right? So I'm thinking we have a chance.
Possible.
Running the table.
Running the fucking
Townsend is
table on
running
this
the
bad
table.
boy because I'm like Clemson Navy, big disappointments this fucking year in sports. I can promise you that much.
Oh, so I got to tell you, I didn't even tell you this. Kentucky got the #1 recruit in the nation.
Basketball?
I was sad about it, but he was only picking between Kentucky and Louisville.
Oh, so
Because his grandfather was Milt Wagner
oh, no shit.
from Louisville in the 80s.
Yeah, fuck yeah, no shit, that's insane. And the Kentucky got him?
And
How did Kentucky-
Milt's son, DeJuan Wagner,
To what?
I don't know if you remember him to play for Kentucky.
Yeah.
Little stocky point guard.
So we got his
And
son.
TJ Wagner is DeJuan's son, and he just #1 recruit.
Dude,
Reminds people
he
of like
totally stayed right there in that spot, man.
yeah, no,
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep,
never-
they just
it's a circle.
distilling whiskey and
He's
doing-
got a family in like any spot he wants to stay. He's never gonna need a home. That dude.
So I thought that was cool for Kentucky, and like I said, #1 pick. Milt Wagner was the shit back
Milt
in the day.
Wagner, he was, man. That's sick, man. 80s,
Nah.
84, 81, like
Yeah,
that's-
mid 80s.
mid
Yeah.
80s, yeah, right. Oh, Jesus Christ, that you're talking about Sam Bowie, Turpin. You're talking about some of my favorite basketball players of all time.
Yeah.
That Kentucky basketball players. When you talk about Sam Bowie and Turpin, that's like, oh my, that's
Right.
big time Kentucky for me. So good for us.
Yeah, good for you. For
Number
sure.
1,
He's #1 guy.
point guard, shooting guard.
He's like little John Wall, I think.
Oh shit, John Wall from Kentucky.
Yeah, from Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another. I'll take another John Wall.
Yeah,
He might be bouncing in the NBA. He might never win a championship, but in Kentucky,
We'll see.
we won some games.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, we did. So, go college basketball. I'm excited to see college. Listen, college basketball is one of my. It's in the top 3 of just sports to watch when it's on.
All the crowd's so close. Everyone's so electric.
screaming.
All the kids are
The
still.
Dookies.
They're all 20 years old and have no clue what's
going on.
what's going to
It's
happen
just
in the
fucking-
world. They're like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Ever.
And it is fantastic.
And then we get to the NBA.
Yeah.
We all suck there for some odd reason. Lakers 3-10.
Ooh, Lakers. Yeah, not looking good.
No, we're happy.
No. Yeah, Knicks are. I didn't. Did the Knicks win today?
I don't know. I just between the kids and no speakers at the Good Time Tavern and getting speakers and finding new speakers and finding a sub speaker to borrow and
Say speakers.
Speakers.
All right. So yeah, no, the Knicks and the Warriors are both sitting in the 10th spot. I'm pretty sure. Obviously us in the West, you in the East.
Is my 10th spot harder because I'm following the Bucks? Because the Jazz have fallen. Celtics are 4.
To be honest, when you look at the NBA in general, there's a lot of.
We're not even halfway.
It's either consistency or everyone, whatever that word that means that everyone's almost the same. Celtics have won 7 in a row. They're kind of like, we're a good team.
7 in a row? I thought it was 4 in a row. 7 in a row?
Celtics. The Celtics have won 7.
7 in a row. Damn, that's
right.
Well, the Bucks started off 8-0.
Yeah, the Bucks have lost, 3 out of their last 8. Not a big deal. The Bucks are still up there.
Second.
Yeah, Portland and Utah are still hanging in there in the West. I thought that's
I love
cool.
the Portland Utah thing.
As a
I
Warrior
love the
fan,
team. I
want them to suck.
well, as a we got rid of all our players fan. The fact that you're fucking sitting there at number 1 or 2 or 3 with no superstars, it's kind of interesting in basketball since we base all our team on superstars.
No, I
LeBron
agree.
James did. He just moved from place to place and just took superstars with him and made superstar teams.
Yeah.
So if you're basing your team after you got rid of all
The
your
Jazz are like the Indians of
how about the Raptors?
NBA.
How about the Raptors with Kawhi Leonard? There was Kawhi Leonard and who was else? Who was on that team? Sycamore or was anybody on that team that was a superstar?
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry.
Was he on that team?
Maybe. Was he on the... Oh, he probably was on the Raptors. But he's got a lot of fucking issues, right? That guy is like... He's on one day and he's having a bad day the next day.
He's not one of my favorite guys.
No, he's not one of my favorite. He's not a superstar because there's something blocking superstardom. I think he had some good bench players. I think he had a good center. But, I mean, we're not talking superstars. So the Raptors are the last team that I know to win a championship with just, like, Kawhi Leonard.
Right, one guy. And that's it.
One guy. We don't even know. Kawhi's not even superstar today. And that was 3 years ago. So it's not like it's not a Jordan or a Durant or a Curry or it's like Kawhi's not a superstar anymore. He just won the championship as a superstar. Not anymore. Wow, Curry will always be a superstar. Curry will always be a superstar. Michael Jordan will always be a superstar. So it's weird. So the Raptors, that's the last team to win with fucking women of prayer or whatever the fuck you want to say.
Right.
So, I don't know.
So good luck to the Jazz and Dame Dime Time.
Good luck to them. If they're still in it at the end of the year, I will shit myself. I'll be like, the Jazz are 6th?
Yeah,
Wow.
they're in the Warrior spot. Right? We need that spot.
You need that spot. You're 12th? We're 12th? 10th.
We're both in the play-in.
Yeah, no, we're
Area.
fine. We're so far from gelling and becoming a team. Doesn't even matter. What are we, 27 games in or 20?
Not even. 14.
14. Jesus Christ, there's 82 of these fucking things.
Yeah.
We're going to be fine. We're not going to worry about this. We're going to worry about this after 41 games. And if we're 18th or we're the Lakers at 16 or 15.
Yeah. I wanted, like I said, NBA, we're getting there. There's some good teams. There's some bad teams. Knicks and the Warriors are going to be in it. The Knicks.
The Knicks are in it.
It's been 50 years since the Knicks have won a title. We had the anniversary.
Oh, I don't want to talk about this, man.
Well, I didn't really want to talk
It's
about
1970 fucking 2, and Phil Jackson was the point guard or the fucking shooting guard.
Yeah, no.
He can't even walk any fucking more. Or he can't sit. One of the two. He can't sit.
I didn't want to talk about the lack of titles since then. I just wanted to give a shout out to then rookie point guard Earl Monroe.
Earl Monroe. Rookie point guard for
that title winning team.
The NBA championship New York Knicks. Earl Monroe, man, that's in New York. He's a legend.
He's a legend. in the Bronx, he's opened up his own school. And I just wanted to say, check it out. He's taken 440 unprivileged kids, maybe for the whole school, maybe for every year. But he's increased literacy, math across the board. He's helping underprivileged kids all over the place.
Wait a minute. Is it a basketball school or
It's
school?
a basketball school that's making sure they prioritize.
They meet the requirements of education.
Mathematics and literacy and science. And
Good for them.
yeah, no, these kids went from basically illiterate, not passing any math tests, to 66% so that's like 300 out of 440 that have now passed math tests and whatnot. So I just want to say, Earl Monroe, a shout out.
Well, that's a Nick shout out. We don't get a lot of those.
Yeah, well, I figured if I dug them, I have to also
Undig them.
praise some of them.
I'm going to put a bet with you for the Pistons to win the championship in 2026. You probably should dig my Knicks out of holes every once in a while.
Should I let everyone know next week I'm going to preview Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Wait for that. Since the Pistons are so bad this year,
Yeah,
I'm going to give you a little top 3 rookies coming in next year thing.
Prediction for the Pistons.
That's right. If
Which
we
get
this
us our
guy,
2026.
It'll just cement it if
Cement
we
it.
get this guy.
Which we need them to get that because we're going to place that bet here very soon.
We're
Just waiting for the U.S. World Cup team to finalize their
finally
position.
play this game.
Yeah, right. And then once they finalize their day, we'll make the bet. But very soon here, the USA soccer team is going to play their first friendly. What do they call it? They call it a friendly when they're.
We're in the group stage.
We're in the group stage.
We got to get out of the group stage first. We play Iran. We
Iran.
play England. We play Wales on
Wales.
Monday at 11 p.m.
Fucking Wales.
a.m. Pacific
Fucking
time.
Wales.
Fucking Wales.
Fucking Wales. It should be fucking Scotland. It should be fucking Wales.
It
should be
should have
fucking
been Scotland. It should have. We were rooting for that all summer long, and that did not
I don't know if
happen.
you've seen that many episodes of the show.
Was
Fucking
it
Wales.
About episode 6, maybe?
8, 9, somewhere in there. Wherever it was where Scotland didn't beat Wales in the fucking Ukrainian bullshit tournament.
Right, so we've been rooting against Wales this whole summer long.
So let's continue, boys and girls.
So let's continue.
Go USA.
That's right.
Fuck. Fuck Wales. Fucking Wales.
Fucking Wales.
Fucking
So yeah.
Wales. And not whales that float in the water and save and eat krill. No.
I got a quick
People from Wales.
people from Wales.
Fucking people.
We're
from
making fun of people from Wales. I
No.
don't even know where that is. That's just a thing that you ride in the
You got a
ocean.
soccer team.
It's a large mammal.
Yeah.
A bunch of them.
Bunch of them. Just on a soccer
Whales.
field. We should be able to beat those guys.
Right? We should.
We should.
On land. at
On
least.
land, we should be able to kick their asses. So, fuck Wales.
I wanted to set up a quick DraftKings. I'm going to say this. There's going to be goals. Don't start on the goalkeepers. Pulisic, 2 assists. Reyna and McKinney with goals. 2-1 final score. Pick one of their guys. Gareth Bale will not score. It'll be one of the speedsters. Brian Johnson or James.
Fuck. Take all that information, do a DraftKings, do it on the $3, the $4, the $5, the $10, the $20, and double that shit up and make 40.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal.
If you can start a DraftKings and just never put money back in it and just keep winning, you're doing good. So,
Favorites, Brazil, Argentina, France, England. Who you got?
Brazil, France. I got Brazil and France.
I got Brazil. I don't think.
I mean, but are they playing France? Because I'm saying Brazil.
Oh, everyone's got to get out of the group stages. Then we get the round of 16. Then we got the quarterfinals. Then we get the semifinals.
Brazil.
I got Brazil.
Yeah. I like
They're
France.
the favorites.
I like France, though, too. In the World Cup, I like France.
It
I
is.
like Germany in the World Cup, too. I like Switzerland in the World Cup.
I usually
Not
feel
so
like,
much USA.
I like the orange, red,
2026.
the orange, red, and gold colors.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Belgium and Spain.
Belgium, Spain.
I root for those
yeah,
guys.
you know, like,
They look cool out there.
if Italy's on a run,
Yeah.
I'll run with Italy, but
USA out of the way.
USA out of the way. 2026.
We're 100 to 1. If you want to bet on Iran, 750 to 1. I'm sure you can check that
But
out on
don't bet
DraftKings,
on them
too.
to win that, though.
I mean, I would.
$1.
Right, to win 100, yeah.
100. Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Yeah. Save your money. Actually, it might be better if we get knocked out of the first round. That way, next time.
Oh my
we
God!
get really good odds.
11,000 to 1.
I'm
with
thinking
the
ahead.
Pistons with 25,000 to 1 on a parlay of 100 million to 1. $100 bet.
Genius.
No more
All right.
shows after that bet.
Just kidding. 11 a.m. Monday, World Cup. Here we go. Hopefully, I'll be wearing a red, white, and blue jersey next week.
That says Pulsec on the back of it.
It might not. I bet it does.
Willis. Boyfriend.
It will.
His boyfriend is Pulsec. What are you talking about? This is a Pulsec plug show.
He basically is. Hershey, Pennsylvania, Pulisic. That's how I'm rocking.
Pulsec, yeah. Hershey, Pennsylvania is his boyfriend, so don't worry about it.
Hey, Major League Baseball gave out its Rookie of the Year award.
Who got it?
Julio!
Julio down by the schoolyard? Oh, man.
Yeah.
He said his name 100 times, yet he did not score enough bases, but got Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Julio down by the schoolyard.
All-Star show.
All-Star. He did All-Star.
He was
show.
amazing
He
All-Star
did
show.
All-Star show.
Rookie of the Year. So good first year for Julio.
Good first year.
That was AL. NL was the Braves guy. Michael Harris was second.
Okay, I saw a little bit on him. I didn't see a lot on him.
He almost batted 300.
We talked about Julio, so we brought him into the show and brought him into our life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was
this
like,
other guy won this other award over another
we ain't
Brave.
paying attention to that. Fuck the Braves.
Yeah.
Pricks.
So yeah, good job, Julio. And I think, are we done with most stuff?
As I've gotten to soccer and your Julio down by the schoolyard thing scratch. So all I got left is fan shout-outs. Kelly Sunshine.
Hey!
It's finally downloaded. We had problems last week. Apparently, one of my things teetered and
Earthquake. It was
an earthquake.
That was an
There was a
earthquake.
small earthquake in California.
Small.
I spilled a tiny bit of beer on the keyboard, and as yet, it still recorded the show by the counter. The keyboard didn't work to actually do anything past that, so we had to run into some technical difficulties. But we still put the show out. And Kelly was nice enough to notice that it finally downloaded and got out. So thanks, Kelly. Appreciate you. Love you.
Excitement.
Yeah, for the rest of you subscribers, we're, you know what? Not bad, actually. We're pretty happy. 127. We never thought we'd be there. Trying to get to 1,000, so we're going to come up with some different ideas. Bastards.
There you go.
Might be I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know. But for the 127 of you, thanks.
It might be a weird clip this week. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Appreciate you.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for whatever happens after this point in time. Shout outs?
Yeah, me first or you first?
I got a death.
Oh, all right.
What do you got?
It was expected. Go with the expected death.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Gallagher. One of my hero comics. One of somebody who could take smashing a watermelon or a fucking strawberry or a pineapple or whatever and make it really
or
funny.
your fax machine.
But not that. It's not that. He smashed shit. But in reality, it was a comic genius. And it was the way his punchline on the jokes, and he said it.
Great wordplay.
He said a joke one time, and I'll never forget it. And every time I drive now, I get to live it. But he talked about people in traffic who are dickheads who shoot around and go from here and go from there and go from here and go from here, and then you get to a stoplight and you're next to them. And he always wanted to just get out of the car and go, what in the fuck was all that shit back there to be here today? You know what I mean? What the fuck were you doing? And he had this thing about creating this gun where he could shoot you. It was a stupid gun. And you died for 20 minutes. And then you woke up and you went, oh, I must have got shot by the stupid gun. You know what I mean? Because you realized you must have been fucking stupid. Right. So shout out to Gallagher for being one of those funny guys in our life that did it really well. So you smash all the shit you want, but it wasn't about the way he smashed the shit. It's about the way he told the joke. It was about the way he did.
It was.
He
used all the
smashing
props,
the watermelon was just
the writing
fun.
on the cardboard.
Yeah, it was just all the fun in the end. But
yeah, no, I'll be honest. The look on this was 1980, and I probably don't remember it. live.
Dude, you're in the 80s here if you want to go there.
But on the Tonight Show, when he showed up, and Johnny Carson's face when he started smashing things was just just the funniest thing I've ever seen, because he was just like, this guy will never make it.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? He'll never come on my show again.
He didn't listen.
Oh, he didn't listen?
The guy giving the jokes was brilliant.
Right.
He's a Carlin. He's a Kinnison. He's a Pryor.
He kept
just
doing
had a different
He
style.
did the Tom Tom Bomb Bomb thing. That was crazy. Anyway, look up Tom Tomb Bomb Bomb. Anyway, that was a good one. He can do it. I can't.
Comical genius.
He was better than
Most of the goddamn
Smashing
comics.
Watermelons.
Yeah. It was better than Smashing the Watermelons. Listen to the jokes, because the jokes were brilliant.
Right. Last out on that one, first ever cable stand-up show was Gallagher in 1980.
Oh, and on like HBO or one of those cable things where they do his own stand-up and live comedy.
Yeah, first
Awesome.
first ever special.
First ever?
Gallagher.
Before Carlin?
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out.
All that stuff was video.
Because Carlin is fucking your hero in most cases. So if you're the first one on
George
that,
is the man. We're going to give him way more minutes than Gallagher if that ever happens.
well, he's dead, so we'd have to go back in time. So
Well, we can do his anniversary next year.
when Carlin dies on his anniversary, if we're doing this anniversary, we'll do our anniversary Carlin, because that's the greatest comedian that ever lived. Because all you need is a place for your stuff. So, what you got?
My last shout out is to Derek Jeter and the Miami Marlins. They're brave enough to hire a woman president.
Okay.
Her name
I was
is
like,
Carolyn
Jeter,
O'Connor.
Why the fuck are you shouting at them? But they did. First team ever.
And Kim Eng is the GM. So
Yeah.
they've got the first team, running the business, running the team. Good luck to them. Everyone who feels like a woman should probably look up to people like this. They're a great little team. Good luck to them.
Well, as they always say, behind every strong man is a great woman. So behind every strong team might be
Hopefully Derek Jeter's hoping
great
this
woman.
season. Hopefully, Jeter's hoping this
Well,
season.
you know what? We'll find out. Who knows? You got to start somewhere.
Nope, that was cool.
Yeah. You got to start somewhere. So on that, Marlins, awesome. Peace.
I'm the Goob, and the Penguins lost a lot this week. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Well, I'm FB, and the Packers won a fucking game. So, peace.
Peace.